All right, on page 180, we're going to talk about angles and parallel lines today. And we've got a couple of rules to talk about first. So we're going to, super important rule here. 4 rules actually. And for all 4 of these rules, they start the same with if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal. If 2 parallel lines are cut by a transversal, corresponding angles are congruent. I'm going to use the symbol for congruent, which is the equal sign with a little squiggly line above it. Alternate interior angles are congruent. Alternate exterior angles. Alternate. And if you just, this little quote symbol, quote symbol, quote symbol, that just means alternate. No, we're going to say exterior here. Sorry about that. Alternate exterior angles. Angles are congruent. And then consecutive interior angles. They sum 180. So if we take, we're going to draw 2 parallel lines now. I'm going to call this line L, the bottom line, line M. Cut them with a transversal. Call the transversal T. The little red triangles on the lines mean that they're parallel to each other. Means that L is parallel to M. And when a transversal intersects 2 lines or 2 parallel lines, it creates 8 angles. So we got angle 1, 2, 3, and 4. Angle 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we're going to go back to this first rule that relates to corresponding angles. Corresponding angles hold the same position in their group. Do you see how you've got a group of 4 angles up here that I just circled? And then we've got another group of 4 angles down here on the bottom. All right, so what corresponds to angle 1? Angle 1 is in the upper left position of its group, right? So 5 is in the upper left position of its group. So 1 and 5 are corresponding. So look, angle 1 is congruent to angle 5. Angle 2 is congruent to which angle? 6, good. I'm not going to write the rest, but angle 3 is congruent to what angle? Good. And angle 4 is congruent to angle 8. Get the idea? Corresponding angles. They hold the same position in their respective groups. All right, alternate interior angles. The region between L and M is the interior, isn't it? And the region above L and below M is the exterior. Alternate interior angles. Alternate means they are on alternate sides of the transversal. And in the interior region of the 2 parallel lines. So angle 3 and which angle are alternate interior?
3, 4, 5.
Alternate sides of the transversal in the interior. So 3 and 5. All right, 3 and 5 are called alternate interior angles. So 3 and 5, so angle 3 is congruent to angle 5, which makes angle 4 congruent to angle 6. Now, look, 3 and 4 can't be alternate interior, can they? No, because they're a linear pair. They form a line. Those two are going to sum 180. They're not going to be equal to each other. 3 and 5 are equal to each other. 4 and 6 are equal to each other. Alternate exterior angles. Alternate sides of the transversal in the exterior region. So that would be angle 1 is congruent to angle 7. And angle 2 is congruent to angle 8. And finally, consecutive interior angles. Consecutive means same side as the same side of the transversal in the interior region. So angle 4 plus angle 5 equals 180. Same side of the transversal in the interior. Consecutive interior. What's the other pair? Angle 3 plus angle 6 has to equal 180. Those are 4 extremely important rules that you have to understand the rule, and you have to understand how to identify the pairs of angles so that you can apply the rule. So let's look at example 3 on the top of page 182. And again, we've got 2 parallel lines. Cut by a transversal. You're told that If the measure of angle 4 equals 2x minus 17, so angle 4 is right here, 2x minus 17. And the measure of angle 1 is 85. Angle 1 is 85 degrees. Find x. All right, so you got a couple different ways here you can find x. If you use the rule regarding corresponding angles, if this 85 is in the upper left of this first group, then isn't this angle also 85 degrees? Okay. What do you know about these two angles right here? They sum 180 because they're a linear pair, right? So we can take 85 plus 2x minus 17, make it equal to 180. And now we're just going to solve for x. So we're going to combine like terms. We got 85 minus 17. So 68 plus 2x equals 180. Subtract 68 from each side. Two x equals 112. And then divide both sides by 2. So our x equals 56. Any questions there? We use the rule about corresponding angles, then we use the rule about a linear pair. All right, so draw that same diagram again. We're going to put some different information in it. Parallel lines cut by a transversal. Now we're told that angle 3 equals 4y plus 30. And angle 7, 7y plus 6. Can anyone tell me their relationship? Alternate interior angles. Very good. What do you know about alternate interior angles? They're congruent when the two lines are parallel. So that means 7x plus 6 is equal to 4y plus 30. 7y plus 6. Thanks. So subtract 4y from each side. So 3y plus 6 equals 30. Subtract 6 from each side. And 3y equals 24. Divide each side by 3. Y equals 8. All right. The green angles. What's their relationship? Alternate exterior angles. Very good. How about pink? Look at the pink ones. Alternate interior angles. Are they congruent or do they sum 180? They're congruent. Alternate interior angles are congruent. What about the yellow here and this yellow? Consecutive interior angles. Sum 180 or congruent? They sum 180, don't they? I mean, you can also kind of look at the angles in this case, right? Look, you see that angle, right? And this angle, don't they kind of have the same shape? Yeah, so they're going to be equal to each other. When these lines are parallel, when these lines are parallel, if those lines aren't parallel, none of these rules apply. Okay? Your practice for today is on page 183. 1 through 10. Make sure you're checking the odd answers in the back of the book as you're doing the problems.